Hello, I'm Annie Musu, a certified EFT tapping master practitioner. I help women release blocks to confidence, success, and healthy relationships. Welcome to my podcast, Hush Your Mind, Building a Better Relationship with Yourself. On this show, I offer practical wisdom to help you clear fears, limiting beliefs, and past trauma so that you can gracefully create a life you love. Today, I'll be talking about how to trust the universe during hard times. You'll learn about my personal adventures in trusting the universe despite being a very analytical and skeptical person when it comes to anything New Age, how we can date the universe before fully committing, 10 ways the universe communicates with us, and the biggest reason why it's hard to trust the universe. So let's dive in. I had been getting clues about how to trust the universe. Symbols and words flowed to me during meditation. Dreams exposed repressed emotions. I quietly observed all of it. But taking an unrestrained leap of faith, my stomach turned at the thought. What if things don't work out? I don't want to give up control. If I do create my reality, should I blame myself for my trauma? These prickly questions spiraled in my mind as I weighed the pros and cons. Despite the staggering uncertainty, something deep within urged me to surrender. That weekend, my partner Luke and I were enjoying espressos at our favorite cafe. I suddenly announced, I've decided to trust the universe 100%. Tears rushed to my eyes. I'm going to try it and see what happens. Who knows? I might even feel better. I reasoned more with myself than with Luke. Years later, here's what I've learned about trusting the universe. How long have you been dating the universe? I quote-unquote dated the universe for 6 months before making it official. Our first meeting happened during meditation. I was relaxing into the blissful moment when a sweet voice whispered, "Enjoy." The universe seduced me with humor. Once I was experiencing a notably tough phase, so I took myself out to the movies. Imagine my surprise when Professor X said, just because someone stumbles and loses their path doesn't mean they're lost forever. Oftentimes, the universe guided me to the exact situations I needed to learn painful truths. Only in hindsight could I appreciate the loving gesture. Eventually, it made sense to commit to the universe. Life improved with its guidance, and just like any romantic relationship, I made it official by telling loved ones about my devotion. We've all been disappointed by life. Failures have ravaged us, people let us down, our vision of a better world seems impossible. Why would we trust the universe? Usually we surrender only when we're fed up. We've tried all the solutions to no avail. That's when something cracks open in our heart and invites us to tune into our presence. Intuitively, we realize if we don't take the risk to be fully open and vulnerable to all of life, we may never know true peace and love. Here's a beautiful excerpt of one of Rumi's poems. This is love, to fly toward a secret sky, to cause 100 veils to fall each moment. First, to let go of life, in the end, to take a step without feet, to regard this world as invisible, and to disregard what appears to be the self. Heart, I said, what a gift it has been to enter this circle of lovers, to see beyond seeing itself, to reach and feel within the breast. Take small steps. Like any relationship, it takes time to establish trust. When we first meet someone, we may talk about the weather or ask about their hobbies. Once we've found common ground and shared a few good moments, perhaps we feel ready to confide in our new friend. So we can treat our relationship with the universe like a budding friendship, possibly a love story. We can follow our own rhythm and trust more when we're ready. There's no need to hasten things. One of the easiest ways to deepen our friendship with the universe is to pay attention to its signs. A good friend knows how to listen. Since the universe speaks in signs, heeding them nurtures the bond. But to be able to recognize the signs, we must first slow down and be present. If we get too wrapped up in our worries, we might miss the signs. And that's okay, because the universe will remind us. Here are 10 ways the universe speaks to us. 1. Synchronicities. 2. Dreams. 3. Animal symbols. 4. Gut feelings. 5. During meditation. 6. Lyrics. 7. Signs, literally, for example, billboards. 8. Your passions. 9. Someone's random remark. 10. Numbers. Each sign means something different to each person. For example, I always begin interpreting my dreams by asking myself, what does this symbol mean to me? The meaning can also change depending on our current situation. Then I use a dream dictionary to see if I can gain more understanding. It's best to avoid overanalyzing signs, but if you repeatedly get the same one, it might be wise to act on it. The universe offers precious guidance, which helps us feel supported and make astute choices. It's always for our higher good. Our trust naturally grows every time we see how it has elegantly led us to the right places and people. So here's the number one reason why we don't trust. The spiritual path is tricky. It asks us to shed old beliefs and adopt a new identity. Moreover, we must learn how to dance with the universe in a world brimming with strife. We must embody love itself. Some spiritual teachers encourage us to use the law of attraction to manifest money, relationships, or health. But it doesn't take long before several failed attempts leave us scratching our heads. Why can't I manifest my dream job? When am I going to find the perfect partner? I just want my stuff. Our frustration with the universe reduces our capacity to trust, and understandably so. Worst, they say low vibrations bring more of what we don't want. Sometimes we unconsciously stay in a difficult situation because we haven't yet excavated its gift. In the grand scheme of things, life happens for us, not to us. Painful experiences teach us how to develop compassion for ourselves and others, but only if we choose to see it that way. As someone who has integrated much of her trauma, I always remind others their trauma isn't their fault. When we're struggling with traumatic events, the main goal is to acknowledge our emotions and find a sense of safety. Understanding spiritual lessons can come later. The main reason why we don't trust the universe is because of unintegrated past hurts. These wounds keep us from seeing the present moment with fresh eyes. Old feelings of rejection and abandonment give the impression the universe doesn't care. Despite our best efforts, we simply can't accept that what we desire may be unfavorable to our evolution. We can't understand divine timing. Beliefs of lack rattle us. So instead of resisting your feelings, embrace them with open arms. Listen to the wisdom behind your emotions. Then take the next step. Learning how to trust the universe is an art. It takes practice, time, and patience to master it. Contrary to popular belief, we don't have to force ourselves to let go of control or have a positive attitude. We can welcome our anger, sadness, and frustration, and invite them to show us what blocks the universe's love. The spiritual reason of a dire situation eventually reveals itself. In the meantime, we can take it moment by moment. We find the courage to trust again after a setback. And when we receive signs, we can feel grateful for the support. Because in truth, we are the universe, guiding ourselves back home. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of Hush Your Mind. I genuinely enjoyed connecting with people in my audience, that's you, and I'm currently offering free EFT tapping sessions in exchange for a short interview. If you're interested, sign up for your session at hushyourmind.com/interview. You can also find the link in the show notes. May you have the courage to love and accept yourself. Be well and take care.